We didn't really see that one coming, did we? Especially after last week. It was that first half hour was absolutely wonderful. I think Ait-Nouri was superb, and I know a lot of us watched that game against PSG where he was the best player on the pitch, even though they conceded 6. And there's just something about him. He's just so athletic. He's got a footballing brain for someone so young as well and so inexperienced as well. His movement off the ball, just everything about him. And then you put in the experience of Semedo on the other side, who's equally as athletic, which we haven't had for a while with fullbacks. I mean, yeah, Johnny and Doherty are built in a certain way last season, but it's just fluid all over the pitch.
On paper tonight, this looked like it could have been a fixture that really would be problematic for us. Crystal Palace, usually pretty tight at the back, good on the counter-attack. They've won at Old Trafford already this season, and often we're struggling to break teams down who like to get men behind the ball and hit us on the break. But the way that we started the game was exactly the kind of start that, as fans, we've been hoping for quite a while. There seemed to be a lot faster tempo with the passing. It was noticeable that there were more people committed into attack. Both wing-backs were pushed on. I thought Dendoncker and Neves played probably 10 yards further up the pitch each. And for me, that was the key factor in the first half, the speed of which the ball was being moved and the way that they were playing a bit higher up the pitch.
Can't really complain at that tonight. An absolutely excellent win. One which I think was coming. I had a feeling that at some point things would click, and this is definitely one of those games which has enabled that to happen. Both goals are brilliantly taken. Ait-Nouri is particularly just the way he came onto his foot, and he knew exactly what he was going to do with it. Again, Podence as well, being able to put it straight through the keeper's legs is always satisfying whenever a ball flies in. Just in general, even if in the second half Palace were a bit better, I think, that first half we did exactly what we needed to do.
Palace had no answer to us. I mean, I fully expected us to be like we were against Newcastle last week, struggle to break them down, then being stubborn and rely on Zaha, who's, I mean, come on. If you're being taunted by a 19-year-old kid who probably doesn't speak English, who's played, 20 games? You need to kind of grow up, and there's a reason you're still at Palace, mate.
The VAR calls were useful, but also correct for us, particularly the penalty that was given and then taken away. It was offside, and it wasn't a foul anyway. Batshuayi was offside for the goal, so another correct decision. We perhaps got away with one in the second half with Ait-Nouri's challenge on Zaha. On another day that would have been given. But overall, aside from a bit of pressure either side of half-time from Crystal Palace, I thought that we fully merited the win.
It was comfortable, and it hasn't been comfortable for a while. There's always been that in the back of the head. I thought, and through the team, thought Cody was excellent again. Kilman, faultless. I thought Neves, some of the balls that Neves played around, excellent tonight. But yeah, I think man of the match has to be Ait-Nouri. Absolutely tremendous.
And looking at the table now, some people were in a flap a few weeks ago thinking that we'd made a shocking start, but it's 3 clean sheets out of 4 matches, 10 points out of a possible 12, and that's coming off the backdrop of our worst performance under Nuno against West Ham. I think special mentions tonight should go to Neto. I think he's probably been our best player this season. He's always so positive, and great to see him get another assist tonight. And I thought the passing and leadership of Conor Cody at the back was exactly what we expect but don't take for granted.
Coming out the blocks, being absolutely fearless, not giving the opposition any sort of proper chance to get themselves a real foothold in the game. Of course, a bit of luck with the disallowed goal, as well as then the overturned penalty and what was a stonewall red card, one of the most horrible tackles at Molyneux in recent years. But cannot complain. Excellent result, excellent 3 points, and for the first time since 2011, we are joint top of the Premier League. If that doesn't make you happy, I want to raise a glass or a bottle of any kind. I don't know what else will. Well done, lads. Up the Wolves, and bring on Leicester next Sunday.